Yeah, we've finished the All Star weekend, wrapped up a couple of hours ago, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready to put up about 100 different takes.
Why not
Um,
make it 200 different takes?
let's just go.
What's
Let's.
number one? What's the first take, Nick?
Well, I think I'm gonna. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna say this out loud, and then we'll work our way through the weekend because I think I have something that I want to get off my chest, and then we'll work through the events because it'll come through naturally. Maybe we're just too old to enjoy All Star Weekend. All right. So that's going to be before we even go through the events, what I'm going to say here is, you know, being in my 30s now, watching All Star Weekend for almost like 15, 20 years, it was so cool as a kid, right? It's like, oh, like they played the All Star game, they scored like 150 points. Did you see that one dunk? Did you see that alley oop? Did you see the dunk contest? Oh my God, they won the 3-point contest. Oh, the celebrity game. It's also exciting as a kid. And year after year and year after year, you get new celebrities, you get new dunkers, you get new shooters, you get new all stars. And it is the same thing. And they've done a couple of things to rejig it. But maybe what we're getting now is the same product we've been getting for 20 years. The only difference is I've been getting it for 20 years. It's not new to me anymore. It's not exciting. It's not new. And I don't know what you're supposed to do to fix it. But you feel like you're older than me, but you feel like I'm being too cynical already. So
I'm gonna totally disagree with your take here. You obviously bring in some ageism here. I don't know. I know those 70-year-olds that watch YouTube, which is like no one, is clearly gonna come up in arms here with your take. But um, I think, and this is a real broad one, and I guess we're gonna chat about each event and break it down. A little bit about each event and our thoughts on it. But I think there's a bigger picture here. Something that I sort of realizing, this is my own personal opinion, okay, is that this is a byproduct of what basketball has become. It's not that we've got too much of it and you've had 25 years of basketball now, and I've had 35 years of basketball now. It is simply the evolution of basketball, and maybe sports to a greater extent, of what it's become. And it's become an situation when it doesn't matter, no one cares. No one tries. And this is a weekend that actually doesn't matter to the players. And that's probably a lot of it has been supported with our comments. In fact, I think Ant Edwards said something like, I don't really care because it's just a fun weekend. Yeah, and if you're just going there for the fun weekend and clearly not trying to get injured, not trying to have a season ruining injury for the second half of the remaining games for the second half of this season, to your teams are hopefully probably playing for the playoffs or maybe even a finals contender, all right, sort of situation. Why would you care? Now, maybe the greater question here is to ask is like in the 80s, 90s, whatever, 2000s, why didn't anyone think like that? But maybe this is the part where it's simply an evolution of the game based upon evolution of how society is nowadays. Man, we want to cotton wool and band-aid every single thing. Man. We want to be politically correct in every single aspect of terminology and whatnot. Yeah, you can't have a brand that may offend a minority group because it referenced something from hundreds of years ago that may be perceived in that way. And here we got this NBA All-Star game that the players don't care. They don't get hurt. They're there out there because we like to see them on the court. But this ain't no real game.
I feel like you've been drinking from the coffee that I normally drink from. That was a rant. That was a societal implication of culture and social economics. Holy moly. Um,
You're
I
saying
think
you're saying we're sick of the All Star game. I'm saying that the All Star game is just turned to some sort of fake game.